I always knew that there was something different about me. I was not like everybody else. My life would not be like everybody else's. But it would not be for a long while until I truly understood why. I was tangled in a situation far too complicated for a child to understand, ever since the very, very beginning of my life. As I opened my eyes for the first time, the first sight that I took in was a figure that shone upon my mother's chest. This A, this scarlet letter, was the heavy price that my mother paid for my life. Of course, that would not be something I understood until much later. My dear mother, Hester Prynne, had quite a reputation, to say the least. To me, she was a compassionate woman with the most caring face, the softest touch, and the kindest heart. All of this, however, escaped the public eye. All they saw, just as I had foreseen, was a single letter on her chest that blazed in red and gold. But while everybody looked down upon this A, I looked up to it. I saw it and still see it as a symbol of strength. I did not grow up in a kind environment. Even as a child, I could sense an invisible barrier between the townspeople and my mother and I. Looking back, I was truly a wild, twisted child. But am I really the one to blame? While people regarded my mother as though she was a sinner, they regarded me as if I was the very sin. With everyone treating me as though I was some demon, it's a miracle that I did not become something worse. My mother always entertained me with the idea that I had a heavenly father, but I lacked one in the flesh, one that would be by my side. And no, not just by my side in the private dead of night, or in the concealed depths of a forest, but by my side always. As a child, I just did not understand. When I was finally introduced to my living, breathing father, I felt nothing but frustration. Why must our ties be kept as a secret? I realize now that this frustration must have been present in all of us. Our relationship, if publicly revealed, would have only made matters worse. In hindsight, it did not really matter whether we kept our secret or revealed it. There was no way we could have lived as a happy family. I still remember every detail of the moment my father fell right before my eyes. His agony, his pain, his release, it's all branded deeply into my memory. Though it did not last long, this was the first and only time my family was truly publicly together. Something about this moment struck me inside and changed me. I no longer saw the world around me as a place of cruelty, but rather as a place of hope. Shortly after, my life took a sharp turn. Another mysterious man passed away. I was astonished and confused as to why this stranger had left me so much wealth. My mother did not reveal to me this man's identity at the time. When I turned 8, we left our Puritan life behind us and moved to England, where I matured and entered my adult life. My mother, casting off her scarlet letter, was no longer shunned nor cruelly judged, and I was seen as nothing extraordinary but a young woman. For a while, with the constant glares and whispers behind our backs gone, I felt almost invisible. That feeling did not last for long, as I was soon married to Edmund Preston, a young and prosperous aristocrat. While my life was once empty with nothing but loneliness and isolation, I now had everything I ever wanted. I was accepted, and for once in my life I could say that I was truly happy. This was the life that I was meant to have. Who would have ever guessed that Pearl, the illegitimate elf child, would inherit a fortune and raise 2 beautiful daughters with a loving husband, in England nonetheless? As I look back at my life, my mother and I have been put through countless obstacles, but I do not blame her for any of it. In fact, it is the accumulation of these endless struggles that made me who I am today. It has turned me from Pearl the devil child, Pearl the imp, to who I am now, just Pearl.